James Hill.
Good morning, Coach. It's James Hill with the countdown and kickoff. Great to see you and the Bison at the game on Saturday. Can you start out just giving us your thoughts on Mr. Wheeler and the play where he was able to run one back to the house, if you will?
Oh, man, he had an opportunity to return too, and it was him and the kicker, and he decided to cut it back when if he just trusts himself and trusts his speed, he probably would have had another one. Ian's always a threat in the return game to do that. He's a heck of a special teams player. I mean, he's also running down as one of our missiles and gunners on punt and making tackles and different things like that. So he's a 5'11", 205-pound kid that strong, got good balance, good vision, runs really well. So every time the ball's in the air and kick back there to him, our guys up front believe in him, and they know that he can have a game breaker or change the game at any time. So he always gives us a chance as a threat back there for us, and we're lucky to have that young man in our program, and we're lucky to have him moving on to in the future as well.
Coach, Mr. Williams and also Mr. Hawthorne, they provide a spark every week, if you will, for the Bison. Just talk a little bit about those two gentlemen.
Oh, man, again, the versatility that you can do with that. And when Q's our quarterback, seeing the game and we can make him get him comfortable and that kind of deal, he has, he's capable of putting up some numbers and moving the offense efficiently the way that he should. And then, Casey's versatility, you always want to be able to find opportunities and create opportunities for him to get his hand on the skin, on the ball, to be able to impact the game. Whether that's you putting him in the backfield and lining him up at quarterback direct, snapping it to him, or pitching it to him, or handing it to him, or throwing it to him in the receiving game. He's always a guy that can, provide a spark and be a threat for you at any point in time.
Coach, the making of a champion, the building of a champion. It's been said in cliche, in order to be the best, you have to beat the best. You'll look across that field on Saturday. It's Buddy Pugh. It's the defending Meac champions and HBCU Celebration Bowl national champions, and the Bison are in the house. Just talk a little bit about Saturday. And again, you're talking about another beautiful day in Meac play.
Man, that's the thing I think, James, that maybe goes missing from the narrative a little bit, is how competitive Meac play truly is. And once you get into it, it is truly a playoff mindset. And on any given Saturday, you can get beat. There's great coaches in this league that do a great job of scheming and game planning and those type of things. And then, there's good players on all of these teams, both defensively and offensively. So you look at, how we had to, finish the season. You go Central, you go South Carolina State, and then you got, Morgan State, who's done nothing but get better and better each and every week, that are well coached. And you can really, every week, you can see them really coming along and getting better and better and better, and doing some really good things. It don't get any easy every week. So you better have an in-house mindset of finding a way to create challenges for your team to continue to get better, for them to understand that it's still about you and what you're doing to control, your progress as a program and as a football team and as an individual. But you stare across the field Saturday and you go, man, what another really good football team that's coming in here that are very prideful themselves. They got great pride in that program, and they're not just going to come in here and roll over because they've, things have not gone as great as they wanted it to go. We're going to get South Carolina State's best shot. We know that. And they have enough really good players. They have really good coaches to do that. And we got to make sure we control the things that we control and put ourselves in a very set situation to go win a ball game. We're playing at home, and we better defend our home turf, that way, and represent who we are too as well. So, but it'll be another stiff and another big challenge for us this weekend.
Coach, the political process, you're in our nation's capital. We look at Super Tuesday. It's hours away, if you will. Just talk about the mentality when you can look across the city, if you will, and see Capitol Hill and be a part of the political process in terms of voting. Are players voting? Have you guys early voted? Just talk a little bit about the political process of citizenship.
Yeah, absolutely, which is a part of winning, which is a part of winning in life, especially in the environment in which we live, in the environment in which, this country and the state in which this country sits today. It's something that's really, really important. We visited a little bit about it yesterday in our team meeting. It just wasn't about what had just happened at North Carolina Central and what we needed to do to clean that up. It was the layout of the schedule and why we're changing the schedule this week and doing things a little bit different, and the importance and criticalness of what Tuesday really means as we vote, especially on this level of the secondary election and some of the things that are not on the hierarchy and the most visible platforms of the importance of voting and those type of things is to get into the secondary level of it, and the importance of how impactful these votes and these decisions that impact the bigger decisions are made. So we visited a little bit with the team in a team meeting setting about that and the importance of what Tuesday is. We talk about winning each day in our program towards the process of winning football games. Well, that's how we win in life, and that's how we win in football too, is also understanding the importance of what Tuesday is, making sure the guys that are registered to vote, which we made sure in the summer previous that all of our guys were 100% registered to vote as a football team. So we, talk about the importance of exercising that right on Super Tuesday.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Dr. Cavell.